People love talking about Pandora's box like it was a mistake, but nobody ever talks about the pressure that comes with being handed something you never asked for. Pandora didn't go looking for trouble. Trouble was placed in her hands, wrapped in mystery, wrapped in expectation, wrapped in the kind of temptation that feels less like curiosity and more like responsibility. Because that's the part we forget. Pandora wasn't reckless, she was human. And humans don't open boxes because they're foolish. They open them because they're tired of carrying the weight of not knowing what's inside. We judge people for consequences of choices we never acknowledge we pushed them into. Pandora was a setup. Given a gift that wasn't a gift, given a warning that wasn't a warning, given a burden designed as a test. And isn't that how life works? People hand you things, their expectations, their secrets, their trauma, their unfinished business, and then blame you for what happens when the weight becomes too much to hold. We don't talk about that part. We don't talk about the boxes we inherit and the consequences we never agreed to carry. And but people handing you their expectations and secrets and everything, they really get on my nerves because first and foremost, you can't expect people to exceed the expectations you set for them. You have to realize everybody is not going to be like you, and everybody is not going to be like the next person. You have to realize people have their own path that God designed for them. You cannot expect them to do what you want them to do because that's what you suggest they do. I'm sorry, but you just can't do that. Curiosity didn't ruin the world. Silence did. Pandora opened the box because she wanted to understand, because she wanted clarity, because she wanted truth, and the world punished her for it. We do the same thing every day. We shame people for asking questions. We shame people for wanting answers. We shame people for refusing to pretend everything is fine when clearly it isn't. We call it disobedience. We call it drama. We call it chaos. But really, it's honesty. And honesty always exposes the cracks everyone else is trying to ignore. The box didn't unleash evil. It revealed what was already there. Pandora didn't create the darkness. She uncovered it. She made the invisible visible. She brought the truth to the surface where no one could deny it anymore. And that's why she was blamed, because it's easier to attack the person who reveals the problem than confront the problem itself. It's easier to shame the opener than question the one who sealed the box in the first place. And that's what we see every day. People attack the person who revealed the problem other than the problem itself. I see so many people attack other people for basically bringing light to a situation that many people have talked about and wonder why is this happening. Then when people bring that topic up and they bring that situation to everybody and they say, look here, this is how I find blah, 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 blah. Now, they are the ones that's in the wrong. Like, how are you upset because they brought back the thing that you were looking for? You was looking for an answer to why this person is this person is that. They brought you an answer. Now you're upset with them? Like, let's be for real right now. Let's be very for real, okay? People always get mad at the messenger, but not the message. And I don't like that. I really don't. And it's like you don't take accountability for anything. And the part you have accountability avoidance. You avoid any accountability. You don't want to take accountability for your actions. You don't want to take accountability for the things you have done. But when somebody brings back what this person had said or whatever is going on, now they're in the wrong because they shouldn't have brought it back to you, or they shouldn't have revealed something. Like, you asked for it, now they give it to you, now you're mad at them. Okay. Exactly what I said. We don't fear consequences. We fear accountability. Pandora became the symbol of destruction because the world needed someone to point at instead of looking inward. We still do the same. We blame the person who speaks up, not the person who caused the harm. We blame the person who breaks the cycle, not the one who created it. We blame the person who opens the box, not the one who filled it. Pandora wasn't the danger, she was the disruption. And people fear disruption more than they fear destruction. But the part of the story we ignore is the most is the ending. After everything escaped, the chaos, the pain, the truth, and one thing remained: hope. Not the soft, pretty kind, not the inspirational quote kind, the kind that survives disaster, the kind that grows in ruins, the kind that only appears after everything else has been stripped away. Hope wasn't the consolation prize, it was the point. Because sometimes you have to open the box to finally see what's been holding you back. Sometimes you have to face the consequences to free yourself from the fear of them. And sometimes the only way to move forward is start protecting the things that were destroying you in the first place. Pandora didn't break the world, she revealed it. And revelation is the first step towards freedom. Maybe that's the lesson. Not to avoid the box, not to fear the consequences, but to understand that truth, even when it's messy, painful, or inconvenient, is the only thing that can save you. Pandora wasn't the problem. She was the beginning of the solution. And sometimes the thing you're most afraid to open is the thing that finally sets you free.